A group of Alabama prison inmates indicted by a federal grand jury for running a phone scam out of prison. WAAY 31's Nicole Zedek breaks down how federal prosecutors say that scam targeting Home Depot started.
DC the Voice, Alabama Prisoner Profiles. What's going on, y'all, man? Make sure y'all like, sub, share, comment on the video, Cash App, PayPal, super thanks. Hit that join button. Become a member of the channel for $2, my man. Hey, man, I want to shout out Jimbo, right, for the $20 Cash App donation to the channel, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Shit's been real tough lately. You know what I'm saying? These tribulations and shit like that. I appreciate y'all giving me a friendly notification about my obligations to the system. Appreciate y'all. Y'all pray for me, man. Now, today, right? Saw this. Guess this happened last week, something like that. Sentence did anyway. The folks, or one of them anyway, little skit running ring has been busted by the feds. Let's hop right into that right now. October 2022. More than half a dozen people, inmates, and their family members have been indicted for their alleged roles in a prison-based phone scam targeting retailers throughout the country. The 12-count indictment was issued in the Northern District of Alabama and announced Monday by U.S. Attorney Prim Escalona and the United States Secret Service Special Agent in Charge, Patrick Davis. Those indicted are Ricardo Poole Sr., a.k.a. Raul, 48 of Bessemer, Courtney Javon Simon, 43 of Harvest, Otis Lee Bowers, a.k.a. Big O, 44 of Bessemer, Terry Ray Bradshaw, a.k.a. Schizo, 39 of Remlap, Renita Renee Perry, 28 of Bessemer, Kiara Rochelle Anderson, 30 of Bessemer, Ricardo Poole Jr., 25 of Birmingham, and Rhonda Thompson Poole, 47 of Bessemer. The group is charged with wire fraud and money laundering conspiracy, as well as substantive wire fraud counts. Poole Sr., Simon, and Bradshaw also charged with aggravated identity theft, and Poole Sr., Bowers, Perry, and Anderson are charged with conspiracy to distribute controlled substances. According to the indictment, Bradshaw is an inmate at William Donaldson Correctional Facility in western Jefferson County. From September 2020 through May 22, the defendants tricked retailers into activating gift cards under false pretenses and then used those fraudulently obtained gift cards to purchase merchandise and make other expenditures, the statement read. The indictment alleges that Bradshaw, while in prison, called Home Depot stores throughout the country and used spoofing technology and social engineering techniques to pose as Home Depot executives so that he could trick employees into activating gift cards. Poole Sr., Simon, and Bowers then allegedly purchased products using those gift cards which were received by co-conspirators and converted to cash. The indictment also alleges from September 20 to August 2022, Poole Sr., Bowers, Perry, and Anderson engaged in conspiracy to distribute controlled substances, specifically mixtures and substances containing detectable amounts of methamphetamine, heroin, fentanyl, marijuana, and what the hell is this word? Synthetic catenones. That was a tough one for me, man. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. The chart, I don't even know if that's right. That probably, what the fuck? I ain't never seen, what the hell is a synthetic catechinone? I ain't even bothered to look that shit up, bro. The charges of conspiracy to commit wire fraud, conspiracy to commit money laundering, and conspiracy to distribute and possess with the intent to distribute a controlled substance each carry a maximum penalty of 20 years in prison. Aggravated identity theft carries a mandatory sentence of 2 years. The United States Secret Service Cyber Fraud Task Force investigated the case. Assistant U.S. Attorneys Edward J. Cantor and John M. Hutchfield prosecuted the case. The Alabama Department of Corrections Law Enforcement Services Division provided assistance in the investigation. All right, y'all, fast forward all the way up to last week, April 2024. A 44-year-old member of the Gangster Disciples gang has been sentenced to federal prison for his role in a prison-based conspiracy targeting retailers throughout the country. Otis Big O Bowers of Bessemer was sentenced to 235 months, more than 19 years in prison. He is the last defendant involved in the wide-ranging scam to be sentenced, according to the joint announcement Thursday by Northern District of Alabama U.S. Attorney Prim Escalona, United States Secret Service Special Agent in charge Patrick Davis. U.S. District Court Judge Karen O. Beaudre previously sentenced other defendants involved in the scheme. Ricardo Raul Poole Sr., 48 of Bessemer, was sentenced August 15, 2023 to 234 months after pleading guilty to conspiracy to commit wire fraud, conspiracy to commit money laundering, conspiracy to distribute controlled substances, and aggravated identity theft. Ricardo Poole Jr., his son of Birmingham, 25, was sentenced to 15 months in prison on June 27, 2023, after pleading guilty to conspiracy to commit wire fraud and conspiracy to commit money laundering. Courtney Javon Simon, 43, a Birmingham man who was a manager and supervisor of the conspiracy, sentenced November 20th, 2023, to 144 months in prison after pleading guilty to conspiracy to commit wire fraud, conspiracy to commit money laundering, aggravated identity theft. Terry Ray Schizo Bradshaw, 39 of Renlap, was sentenced to 61 months in prison on October 2023 after pleading guilty to conspiracy to commit wire fraud, conspiracy to commit money laundering, and aggravated identity theft. According to court documents, between September 2020 and May 22, Poole Sr. led a group of inmates housed at Donaldson Correctional Facility who used telephone scams called, quote, skits to trick Home Depot employees into activating prepaid gift cards. Quote, skit runners use contraband cell phones, social engineering techniques, spoofing technology to trick retailers into transferring funds to inmates under fraudulent pretenses. The defendants would use the fraudulently activated gift cards to make purchases. Bradshaw was a, quote, skit runner who was housed at Donaldson for most of the period for the indictment. In private Facebook messages, Bradshaw referred to himself as a, quote, hacker and a, quote, professional phone scam artist, unquote. For example, November 21st, 2022, Bradshaw told a Facebook contact that he was, quote, the best scam artist this side of the Mississippi. I'm the best scam artist this side of the Mississippi. Bradshaw worked for members of the Gangster Disciples, a violent national criminal gang founded in Chicago and across the United States, including Alabama. Authorities said Poole Sr., Simon, and Bowers were all members of the Gangster Disciples. Poole Jr. assisted Poole Sr. in carrying out the scheme. Bradshaw targeted Home Depot and other retailers with skit calls. He would then provide the gift card information he obtained to other members of the conspiracy who would purchase products or take steps to liquidate the cards. In exchange for his work as a, quote, skit runner, Bradshaw received protection from the Gangster Disciples, luxury items like Cartier glasses, and controlled substances like methamphetamine. As Poole Sr. explained in a series of messages he sent to a co-conspirator, quote, I got to pay the dude that be ordering shit, unquote. Quote, he on ice, so I got to keep him high, unquote. And, quote, I got to pay this dude to keep this shit coming, unquote. Damn. As part of the scheme, Poole Sr. conspired with Bowers and others to smuggle controlled substances into Donaldson, including methamphetamine and heroin. One of the ways in which members of the conspiracy smuggled contraband into Donaldson and other ADOC facilities was by paying bribes to correctional staff. Big shock. At other times, members of the conspiracy smuggled contraband into Donaldson and other ADOC facilities by throwing it over the perimeter fence, i.e. the, quote, fence play, unquote. As Poole Sr. explained to a co-conspirator, quote, I can get it thrown over or I can have it placed somewhere out there and have it brought in, unquote. In March 2022, Bowers and Poole Sr. worked together to smuggle controlled substances and other contraband into Donaldson in a, quote, fence play. Their efforts were interrupted by law enforcement who confronted a group of co-conspirators trespassing on state property at Donaldson. After being confronted by ADOC officers, the subjects dropped multiple bags containing contraband, fled into a wooded area near the facility. Among other things, the bags contained heroin, cocaine, fentanyl, Delta-9 tetrahydrocannabinol. What the fuck is that? DMT? Fuck. And over 1 kilogram of methamphetamine. Jesus Christ. ADOC officers also recovered a Ruger pistol, 15 rounds of 9mm ammunition, an extended gun magazine, 5 pocket knives, 1 canister of pepper spray, 15 packages of Suboxone, a prescription medication used to treat opioid use disorder, 7 packages of buprenorphine, another prescription medication used to treat opioid use disorder, 18 small packages containing more than 3.2 kilograms of suspected marijuana. Jesus Christ. 27 packages of THC gummies. No. Cell phones, cell phone chargers, cell phone cables, a mobile hotspot. There it is right there. They gearing up for that goddamn cell phone jamming shit. A mobile hotspot. Imagine how many of them already in there. I was telling bro, that's the whole play. Like, yeah, I'm charging, you know what I'm saying, for the Wi-Fi password, did this, that, change every day, da-da-da-da-da. You know what I'm saying? Come get it for me, pay. That's the whole play. You got 20 people using the Wi-Fi. Anyway. Memory cards, SIM cards, scales, lighters, individually wrapped cigarillos and cigar wrappers, shoes, jewelry, and watches. The United States Secret Service Cyber Fraud Task Force investigated the case, with the Assistant U.S. Attorneys Edward J. Cantor and John M. Hutchfield prosecuting. Home Depot's Asset Protection Investigations, Organization Retail Crime Group, the Alabama Department of Corrections Law Enforcement Services Division, the DEA, and the FBI assisted in the lengthy probe. Jesus Christ. As y'all can see, you know, other than the drug and contraband shit, crime is getting more and more sophisticated. Inmates are smart. You see, bro, think he a hacker. Bro, think he like these folks that's, you know what I'm saying, shutting down companies. What? Anonymous. That's what bro think he is. He said, boy, I'm the best hacker this side of Mississippi. That boy, they got off for 2 years, as y'all can see. They got off, but I mean, I guess they're watching them this whole time. They built the case for what, 2 or a couple years before that? I don't know, man. This wild. They was getting off all the contraband. You know what I'm saying? This is crazy. This is wild. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section, man. Like, share, subscribe, Cash App, PayPal, Bama Prison Files. Hit that join button. Become a member of the channel for $2, man. DC the Voice. Alabama Prisoner Profiles. Out the gate.